There are some fake masters in the harsh world of martial arts who only pretend to be real fighters. These buffoons naively believe that their ridiculous moves can do some damage. And therefore, being overconfident in their bullshit-do, they step out to fight against real warriors. Get ready, because now you will see real fighters washing off these clowns' makeup with their fists. This is Karma Land. Here we go. Our first clown, a self-proclaimed kung fu master named Wang Yanlong, made a fatal mistake. He chose not a wooden dummy to prove his skills, but the legendary Muay Thai fighter, Buakaw Banchamek.
Muay Thai World Champion.
As the fight began, Yanlong flaunted his kung fu mastery, but from the outside, he looked more like a drunken ballerina. Apparently, Yanlong invested all his skill points into flashiness, while completely neglecting damage output, as Buakaw didn't even flinch from his strikes. But the moment Buakaw unleashed even a fraction of his power, Yanlong waved the white flag faster than he threw a single effective punch. This traditional Chinese martial arts master entered a training gym, eager to showcase the power of his so-called kung fu. To ensure an easy victory, this clown chose a much smaller opponent, assuming it would be a quick fight. But what he didn't know was that this short guy was actually a professional fighter, not some amateur punching bag. As the sparring started, the larger kung fu fraud came out swinging, throwing wild punches with no regard. Using his size advantage, he landed a few painful shots and showed no mercy. But his pressing attacks lasted only until the real fighter sent him crashing down to the ground. A second later, to end the suffering quickly, the real fighter sent the Bullshido master into horizontal meditation. Another so-called kung fu master stepped into the ring against a professional fighter, determined to prove the deadly nature of his so-called martial art. But luck was not on his side. His opponent was Xu Xiaodong, an MMA fighter known for wiping the makeup off many similar clowns with his fists. As the fight began, Xu made it clear that the strikes of this clown-style martial artist had zero effect. Then came Xu's elbows, or rather, what felt like hellbows, for the fake master. Unable to withstand the pressure of a real fight, the Kung Fu Panda quickly realized that professional combat was not his calling and cowardly surrendered. This fraud thought he was the next Bruce Lee, naively assuming that just wearing the Legend's outfit would guarantee him victory. But once the referee signaled the start, the cosplayer, realizing his helplessness, began running for his life, dodging the incoming strikes like a headless chicken. Yet, the real fighter wasn't about to let the clown escape, so with a single kick, coated in sleeping powder, he sent the fake master straight into Morpheus's world. Next up, another idiot trying to prove his so-called skills in a real fight. This time, it was a Wing Chun master against a Muay Thai fighter. The moment the bell sounded, the Muay Thai fighter instantly showed the fake master that his skills were worth about as much as cheap knockoffs on the dime store. And so, in just the first round, the Muay Thai warrior delivered a brutal high kick, sending the fake master's astral projection straight into the spirit realm. But the biggest clowns of all are the so-called no-touch masters. These idiots claim they can knock out opponents using only sound and their energy field. One of these lunatics, believing he could defeat opponents with his mind power, dared to challenge a real fighter. However, the moment the fight began, the fake master was hit with a harsh reality check. Turns out, unlike his paid actors, his opponent wasn't going to play along. And so, the real fighter quickly proved that this so-called no-touch master was nothing more than a touch-me-not girl. Next, a Tai Chi master decided to test his skills against a hard-hitting MMA fighter. As expected, it ended in absolute disaster for him. Then, yet another fake master walked into a boxing gym, eager to showcase the deadly power of his dance moves. And believing himself far superior to his opponent, he didn't even bother to shake hands before the match. But once the fight began, the boxer decided to teach the cocky master a lesson, landing a single devastating punch that drilled proper sportsmanship straight into his skull. DKU, a Korean self-defense expert, has already crowned himself as the new Bruce Lee. DK gained immense fame by showcasing his skills all over the internet. However, apparently this fame wasn't enough for him, and he decided to show that even professional fighters can't resist him. But he made the fatal mistake by doubting legendary Manny Pacquiao's skills.
Will that smile turn into focus?
And as soon as their fight started, DK immediately got a punch. Apparently he was very surprised that unlike the hired actors, Pacquiao posed a real threat.
Division world champion Manny goes right after. Good movement by DKU.
Ooh, good punch by Manny.
Manny landed.
Next, the famous Filipino decided to show why he is considered a legendary boxer.
Mates was before, so.
There's a left there by. We'll see if Manny gets the tag him and he grips the body.
Running fast to the head, like he's.
Oh, the right hook up top by Manny.
Ooh, let's go, Manny.
Pacquiao, like a blacksmith, methodically forged DK with pain and suffering, proving once again that his skills were nothing more than showboating.
Are going with him. His legs are being technique and having to stick to that, it's exhausting.
Shape and being in shape, they're two totally different things.
Yeah.
And you prolongate some time. And there is it. Now he's back to DK against the corner. Couple of Manny driving DK.
Oh my God!
In the end, Pacquiao showed DK that his place was on Instagram, not in a gladiatorial fight. Actors without an Oscar, the main clowns of modern time. That's how you can call no-touch masters. After all, they claim
Samantha is going to try for her first time to actually knock me out using just the sound and the energy projection.
But Xu Xiaodong decided to expose them and prove that their fights were scripted. The fight between the no-touch master and Xiaodong began, and the MMA fighter quickly sent the master into a nap. Another fake Tai Chi master decided to demonstrate that with the skills he had trained for decades, he could effortlessly smash a fighter of any level. The Tai Chi master decided to challenge a young MMA fighter to demonstrate his skills. Apparently, this master was confident in his victory because of the fact that he uses a buffalo style. But in the fight, the young MMA fighter turned him into a chop over and over again. Finally, he sent the fake master into the real world of Morpheus. In the next fight, another fake master not only lost, but really disgraced himself, because the boxer, who was his opponent, decided to use only one hand. The fight began, and the one-armed boxer immediately rushed into the attack, literally destroying him with one left. The referee decided to save the poor guy, but it was only a delay before the destruction. After all, the boxer completely discouraged the master from resisting. Another clown of non-contact fighting decided to challenge a real boxer. Having felt the professional fighter's power, the master realized that the crane style didn't work and resorted to ritual dancing. Then the boxer got tired of chasing the clown and sent him into a state of horizontal meditation. In the end, the professional fighter punished another liar and proved that his style is bullshit due. In yet another match between a fake master and a real fighter, the MMA fighter ended up playing the role of One Punch Man. But the biggest jokes among these wannabe warriors, the fools who seriously believe in no-touch martial arts. These guys actually think they can take down real fighters with mystical energy waves and a couple of sound effects. The moment this no-touch master faced a real warrior in the ring, it was obvious. His circus moves only fooled hired performers. The kickboxer didn't hesitate. He went straight to work, pummeling the performer like he'd confused a rice bag with a punching bag. In the end, the clown got crushed, beaten down, and left with no choice but to give up. A self-proclaimed monk from the Tibetan mountains, or so he thought. This fake master entered a boxing gym to demonstrate what he called lethal moves. The bell rang, and what followed was nothing short of a public execution. The real fighter showed no mercy, unleashing a savage beating on the so-called monk. Despite getting wrecked, Saitama from the dime store just couldn't drop the arrogance. Not impressed, the real fighter activated full traditional healer mode and started facial acupuncture on the Chinese fake master, one punch at a time. After getting thoroughly punished, the showboater dropped the act and ran off in pure humiliation. This elderly fake master threw a handkerchief at a young MMA fighter. Experience didn't matter. From the first exchange, the real fighter showed that even a rookie can dismantle a so-called legendary fake master. Without dragging things out, the MMA fighter delivered the truth and knocked the clown into another dimension. And with that, he proved one thing: never underestimate the hunger of the young. Another clown, a self-proclaimed Wing Chun master, clearly hadn't been punched in the face for a while and boldly decided to challenge the power of kickboxers. Before the bell even rang, it was obvious. This fake master's only fights had been through a screen. Right after the bell, the kickboxer delivered a quick reality check, showing what real fights do to make-believe masters. Seems like after getting rocked a few too many times, the Joker tried to channel his inner flying dragon. Spoiler, it didn't work. In reality, it resembled less a martial arts technique and more a desperate rat trying to flee the fight. After seeing the Joker's complete arsenal, the real fighter figured he'd double as a barber, giving him a rough haircut with his fists. In the end, the kickboxer completed a brutal masterclass, sending the fake master straight to fake hell. So delusional was this fake master, he started mocking his opponent, as if words could win a real fight. The fight started, and the clown danced in like a ballerina on vodka, forgetting he was in a ring, not on stage. That performance only lit a fire in the real fighter, and he was ready to show the world that the ring is no stage for clowns. With a devastating flurry, he finished the job, sending the loudmouth to the land of dreams, paying the price for running his mouth. This one didn't come alone. He brought cheerleaders. His opponent didn't waste time. From the very first second, it was clear the clown wasn't getting any sympathy. The so-called dancer rushed in and was violently slammed into the canvas, leaving with nothing but shame. This fool didn't fly like a dragon. He scurried through the air like a flying rat. But the sneaky attack did no damage to the real fighter. And like a Russian dad after a shot of vodka, he started using good old Soviet-style discipline. Few clean shots, and the clown was running faster than Mayweather from a tax audit. The chubby beast gave chase, like it was his last bowl of rice, and then devoured the clown, blow by blow. Against all odds, the dancing clown rose to his feet, and, believe it or not, tried to fight back. But in the end, the scoundrel's attacks were shattered against the opponent's cholesterol-fueled shield. Ultimately, the pudgy beast wiped out the fake master, giving that sneaky rat the punishment he deserved. We're all used to thinking that kung fu masters are just a pathetic bunch of clowns. As soon as they face a real fighter, they immediately turn into whiny little boys who are just there to be beaten up. But in this video, we'll show you some cases where these fake masters turned into raging beasts and brought the pros to their knees. This is Karmaland. Here we go. This is Yi Long, real Shaolin monk who came down from the mountains.
Right, says, give me your best shot, and he has plenty of
One day, he stepped into the ring to face a real professional fighter from Korea, the giant Choi Hong-man. Choi was an iconic figure in the K1 organization, where he had served as the head bouncer for years.
A lot of trouble now. Here comes the ground and pound. He's gonna take it.
It seemed as if the audience was in for a real beating, with the older brother taking it out on the younger one. However, as soon as the fight began, Yi Long immediately set about demolition of this skyscraper.
你看一龙大摆拳，
但是其实蔡康万很能顶的，他目前比赛
又是大摆拳。
Then, the monk, riding a wave of momentum, went after his opponent like a cat attacking a Christmas tree.
又是一个大摆拳。
In the end, the monk forced the Korean to wave the white flag and prove to everyone that his techniques were anything but for show.
但是看崔洪万的，
生活上也是有非常不方便的地方。
也可能当然是崔洪万天赋异禀，异于常人。
In this fight, the Kung Fu master stepped in to see whose spinning kicks were better, his or the Taekwondo practitioner's. The bell rang, and the Taekwondo practitioner decided not to hold back, immediately showing off his pirouette. The pro unleashed his entire arsenal, but it came across more like a Bollywood performance than a real threat. But the top stuntman spot was already taken, so the Kung Fu master gave the showboater a humiliating beating. Yi Long, whom we've already mentioned, has also fought against top professionals, such as Brad Riddle from UFC.
再很稀啊，亏了，我感觉这可能不行了，不行了。
The start of the fight turned into a long struggle for Long, where of all his beloved kung fu moves, the only one he managed to show was a kiss with the canvas. But during the break, the monk apparently meditated deeply and immediately put his opponent through a trial of pain. The possibility of public humiliation did not sit well with Riddle at all, so he unleashed a barrage of high kicks and low kicks. In response, the Shaolin One-Punch Man sent him on a retreat beyond the ring. This spectacular triumph over a pro proved Long's true strength and left the audience eagerly anticipating new matches against real fighters.
The winner is Ray Corner!
The ultimate test in the monk's fighting career was the god of Muay Thai himself, Buakaw Bonchamek. Buakaw is a monster who tore everyone in his path to pieces, and this time he went after the upstart's bald head.
59 килограммов весит промок. И такая тяжесть удара. И прямой справа в разы.
The fight began, and Buakaw immediately took control with disdain, arrogantly taunting his opponent.
世界之战1的时候，一龙的这个低位的扫卡。
那张宁老师还是制止了。哦。
His entire demeanor radiated his superiority over the monk.
小腿打出，记住后手拳顶膝，小心。顶膝。
其实，在我们
后手拳前后的打击，一龙洗澡踢。
Round after round, he literally sent the monk flying, as if launching him from a catapult.
是，其实刚才快点，全做到。
But then the monk gathered all his key energy and began to treat the god of Muay Thai like a helpless child.
两个人换拳，后摆拳，前摆拳，左腿拳，但是距离不够。一龙继续用后面的扫腿，后摆拳。
And then, the rest of the fight turned into a public thrashing. judges declared Long the winner of the bout, while Boka's own pride was his undoing. It was in one of these fights that the Asian Mark Hunt came face to face with an overconfident fool. One who made the mistake of not taking an MMA fighter seriously. After the bell, the fake Master Slayer exploded like a tiger unleashed, tearing straight for his opponent's throat. Moments later, the cocky pretender was lying still, knocked into a temporary coma. The referee quickly jumped in, bringing the fight to a halt, just in time to save the bold fake master from a brutal dose of reality. Xu Xiaodong was famous for being the chief executioner of all fake martial arts masters. Simply defeating them was never enough for him. He craved to humiliate them as much as possible. And one day, he went to a kung fu gym, intending to punish 3 fake martial arts masters at once. But instead of a hat trick, he ended up with a huge dose of humiliation. And the fake masters showed him pain that was anything but fake. After this video, Xu Xiaodong himself became the butt of jokes. But the biggest jokes among these wannabe warriors, the fools who seriously believe in no-touch martial arts. These guys actually think they can take down real fighters with mystical energy waves and a couple of sound effects. The moment this no-touch master faced a real warrior in the ring, it was obvious. His circus moves only fooled hired performers. The kickboxer didn't hesitate. He went straight to work, pummeling the performer like he'd confused a rice bag with a punching bag. In the end, the clown got crushed, beaten down, and left with no choice but to give up. A self-proclaimed monk from the Tibetan mountains, or so he thought. This fake master entered a boxing gym to demonstrate what he called lethal moves. The bell rang, and what followed was nothing short of a public execution. The real fighter showed no mercy, unleashing a savage beating on the so-called monk. Despite getting wrecked, Saitama from the dime store just couldn't drop the arrogance. Not impressed, the real fighter activated full traditional healer mode and started facial acupuncture on the Chinese fake master, one punch at a time. After getting thoroughly punished, the showboater dropped the act and ran off in pure humiliation. In this video, we witnessed some amazing victories by fake masters. Subscribe if you like videos like this, and leave a comment.